A very warm good morning to all of you. Today, I, Aparna Jain, your science teacher, is going to explain you chapter number 8, A Treat for Mosquitoes. Before starting with the chapter, let's discuss its aims and objective. To understand how mosquitoes spread malaria. To learn the preventions, symptoms and control measures of malaria. To know about Sir Ronald Ross. To get the knowledge about anemia, its symptoms, causes, and treatment. So, the first topic that we are going to do is blood test. Do you know what is blood test? Blood test is laboratory analysis. It is used to track your physical well-being. Generally, sample of blood is collected with the help of syringe and sent for test. Various diseases like malaria, dengue, typhoid, etc. are diagnosed with the help of blood test. Oh, it is injection in front of it. Are you afraid of it? Now you can see a sample of blood test report in front of you. First column has particulars that has been diagnosed during blood test. Second is result, third is measure unit and last is parameter. So, if the result is within the parameter, that means you are okay. And if it is not between the range, then you need to consult doctor. Okay, for example, you can see hemoglobin in front of you. It should be 110 to 190. And as per the result, it is 140. That means it is okay. You are within the range. So, let's start with malaria. Malaria is a disease that is caused by female Anopheles mosquito. Okay, it is diagnosed by blood test. During rainy season, there are maximum chances of malaria as mosquitoes breed easily during this season. Malaria Day is also celebrated and it is celebrated on 25th April. On this day, we make people aware about malaria. How we can prevent ourselves from malaria. What we should do so that we may not suffer from this disease. Okay. So, let's start with breeding cycle of mosquitoes. For understanding breeding cycle of mosquito, let us see one video.
The mosquito's life cycle starts with laying eggs. It lays eggs on stagnant water and other containers that can hold water, such as discarded tires, cans, buckets, etc. The female mosquito lays small cigar-shaped eggs which are soft and white. Most species lay eggs that are stuck together in rafts of 100 or more eggs. Normally, the eggs are white when first deposited, then darken to near black within a day. They will hatch in 1 to 3 days depending on the temperature. When the larvae are ready to hatch, they use a small temporary tooth on their heads to break open the egg along a suture. Larvae swim either through propulsion with their mouth brushes or by jerky movements of their entire bodies, giving them the common name of wigglers. Most species of mosquito larvae spend most of their time hanging upside down on the surface, sucking in oxygen through a siphon tube used for breathing. They also have an abdomen thorax, and eyes. The larvae must live in water from 7 to 14 days depending on water temperature. Larvae shed their skin 4 times, after which they become pupae. Mosquito pupae are commonly called tumblers, which is a resting non-feeding stage. They must take in oxygen from time to time through two breathing tubes known as trumpets. They have short, curved bodies with antennae, eyes, legs, wings, and an abdomen. The pupal skin splits along the top of the case when the adult mosquito is ready to emerge from the pupae stage. The adult mosquito slowly and carefully works its way out of the pupal case. The newly emerged adult rests on the surface of the water for a short time to allow itself to dry and all its parts to harden. The wings also need to spread out and dry properly before the mosquito can fly. Adult mosquitoes are made up of a head with two large compound eyes, a thorax, and a pair of scaled wings.
So, with the help of video, we come to know about the life cycle of mosquito. The first stage of life cycle of mosquito is eggs. Eggs convert into larva. Larva turns into pupa, and pupa turns into an adult mosquito. So, we had learned the life cycle of mosquito. Now, we are going to see how malaria gets spread or transmitted from one person to another. Female Anopheles mosquitoes bite sick person. While biting, it sucks the blood of infected person. When the same insect bite the healthy person, then malaria get transmitted to healthy person. Now you must be thinking that how we will come to know that we are suffering from malaria? What are its symptoms? Let's see the symptoms of malaria. Shivering, sudden high fever, headache, and vomiting are the major symptoms of malaria. Among these four, the two main are shivering and sudden fever. If you have these two symptoms, then doctor may ask you to conduct a malaria test. Now, let us see how we can treat malaria. You can see a picture of tree in front of you. This is a picture of cinchona tree. The bark of cinchona tree contains quinine, out of which the medicine for malaria is made. Okay, now let us learn about this young man. He is Sir Ronald Rose. Sir Ronald Rose is basically a British doctor who worked in India, and in 1897 he discovered that malaria is spread by female Anopheles mosquito. Do you know, earlier people used to believe this illness is caused by some poisonous gas that come from swampy areas. Okay, so that's why they kept its name as malaria, because malaria means bad air. But later on, Sir Ronald Rose, with his discovery, find out that malaria is spread by a mosquito, and that mosquito is female Anopheles mosquito. And for his discovery, he was awarded by Nobel Prize in 1902. Now we are going to discuss about preventions of malaria, because prevention is always better than cure, right? So no one likes to take bitter medicines, right? So we must take few preventions that may prevent us from malaria. Let us see one by one. Don't let water collect around your house. Keep the water pots, coolers and tanks clean. Use mosquito nets to protect yourself. Spray kerosene oil if water has collected at some places, because kerosene oil forms a thin layer over the water, and because of that mosquitoes could not lay eggs on it. Fix wire nettings on windows to prevent mosquitoes from entering your house. Use mosquito repellent creams and light a mosquito coil at night. Wear clothes that cover your arms and legs fully. That means you don't have to wear half sleeves clothes, okay? So, this was about malaria. The second disease that we are going to discuss in this chapter is anemia. Anemia is basically a disease that is caused due to lack of hemoglobin or iron in blood. You must be thinking that what is hemoglobin? Hemoglobin is red color pigment that carries oxygen to our whole body. Okay? And various symptoms of anemia are weakness, pale skin, that means yellowish skin, headache, not able to study properly or not able to do daily routine activities properly, and irregular heartbeats. Many children are suffering from anemia because they do not like to eat fruits and vegetables, and that's why they suffer from anemia. How we can cure anemia? We can cure anemia by either eating iron tablets, that is your medicine, or you can also cure anemia with the help of various food items like jaggery, amla, and very important green leafy vegetables. For example, spinach, broccoli, coriander, beans. If you will eat these, you will not suffer from anemia ever. So, students, start eating these vegetables and also enjoy them. So, this was your chapter number 8, A Treat for Mosquitoes. I hope this chapter is now clear to you. Thank you.